Thanks for joining us this afternoon. For Live at 4 and topping our headlines, a snow squall may be headed your way. What is it and why you might want to be inside when it hits? Dana shares what you need to know.
Plus, questioning the timing, Quadrin Wilson's attorney asks, why now when it comes to a charge against his client, claiming it's based on evidence he considers circumstantial at best.
And state health leaders confirm some sad news. The first child to die from a syndrome linked to COVID. Parents will share what we learned about this rare but sad case today. Let's take a look outside. What are we looking at here?
Getting rid of this little bit of snow that we have left.
Oh, I guess so. I didn't know there was any out there, but apparently snow ends, winds stay strong. Dana's in the backyard. We're waiting for some squall line to go through.
Exactly, yes. Right now it's very, very windy outside. We started off with sunshine earlier, and now the cloud coverage building into southern Wisconsin. You can see really two lines setting up here. One line just starting to enter the northwestern corner of Dane County with light snow extending into Sauk County and in parts of Richland County. Further to the north, though, that's the area that's really been bringing some really poor visibility and some heavy snow at times, quickly moving through. A snow squall warning currently in effect for La Crosse area, including Monroe, Trempealeau, and Jackson counties until 5 o'clock. This is issued in front of that line building in. Again, the primary concern here is visibility with that snow coming down and these high winds leading to quite a bit of a reduced visibility situation. Right now, again, southern Wisconsin, things look fine, but notice off to the north, Black River Falls down to about 5 miles for visibility. It is windy outside, sustained wind speeds close to 20 miles per hour, wind gusts at times near 41 miles per hour in Monroe, 30 for Janesville, about 30 in Lone Rock. So wind advisories in effect for this evening and tonight for all of the area as this squall does pass through. On top of visibility, we are expecting reduced road conditions, of course. Any little bit of precipitation can make things slick outside. We're going to be keeping an eye on things throughout the evening. Right now, thankfully, Dane County looks nice and smooth. Again, that light flurry action just starting to build into the northwest corner of the county. East and westbound along the Beltline, all is good for us this evening, and north and southbound on 39 and 90. We aren't seeing any delays currently through Rock County and Dane County, but I would advise if you have the chance to exit work a little early, I would recommend that. I don't think it's going to be a good idea to be on the roads between 5:30 and 7 this evening, but we'll take a closer look again at that squall coming through in just a few minutes.
All right, Dana, thank you. Right now we're taking a look at road conditions here across the state. Roads in the northern half of Wisconsin above Black River Falls and Stevens Point have some slippery stretches, but roads in the rest of the state are in good winter driving condition.
And here's a live look at the DOT traffic camera outside of Wisconsin Dells. It's overlooking I-90, 94, and Wisconsin 13. No snow has started yet in the Dells, but we'll keep an eye on things as we move along. And as you're getting ready to head home on your evening commute, you may get a phone alert warning you about a snow squall.
If you haven't heard of it yet, Chris Reese joins us to explain what it is and how you can prepare.
A snow squall warning is something that was created only a couple of years ago, and so far the National Weather Service in Milwaukee, Wisconsin has not had a chance to issue a snow squall warning. But today that has the possibility of changing. Now, what exactly is a snow squall and what are they going to be warned for? See, these are sudden onsets of intense bursts of snow and wind, and when they come through, especially with gusty winds, you can very quickly get whiteout conditions along with rapidly deteriorating road conditions. Keep in mind, we also have the wind advisories. Winds are going to gust of 40 to 50 miles per hour later on this afternoon. Here's the thing, just as quick as they come, they go. They're very short duration events, and we want to make sure that you are prepared for those, along with prepared with ways to get warnings should a snow squall warning be issued as well. Now, this should activate the emergency alert system, but also, if it doesn't, the News 3 Now First Warn Weather app will give you the opportunity to do so as well. Take out your phone, open up the camera, scan the screen, and that'll take you to where you need to go so you can be warned for whatever comes our way.
All right, Chris, thank you. In other news, the man whose family says police shot him 5 times in the back is now accused of selling the drugs that killed someone in an overdose.
Quadrin Wilson appeared in Dane County Court today. He now faces a felony count of delivering narcotics.
However, this charge does not mention the shooting incident and leaves questions about why nearly 24 officers were needed to arrest him.
Our Brady Mallory shares what we learned today. Brady?
According to the criminal complaint filed just today, someone passed out in a McDonald's on Milwaukee Street in Madison last April. That person later died. Well, prosecutors think Wilson sold someone fentanyl masked as heroin, which the victim then took. The victim's friend gave detectives a description and a pair of phone numbers, which led them to Wilson. Wilson's attorney argued the state's case is thin. Wilson's ID came through circumstantial evidence. His attorney also questioned why now? Because the charge comes nearly a year after the victim died and was only filed after police shot Wilson on February 3rd.
Case, and now 10 months later, everybody's running to the court to file this. What's been going on for 10 months? It's very disturbing.
The state asked for a $5,000 bond. The judge eventually set his bond at $1,000, but it's a moot point. Wilson cannot post bond right now due to violating his probation, so he'll stay in the Dane County Jail.
Brady, thank you. Health officials in Dane County say nearly 3,500 people have experienced COVID reinfection since late 2020. Public Health Madison in Dane County says over 57% of those reinfection cases happened in January of this year. The Omicron variant's ability to overcome previous immunity, whether it was from previous infection or the COVID vaccines, was one of the main reasons for the surge in reinfections last month. PHMDC says reinfections have accounted for over 3.3% of the county's total cases over the last 16 months.
So it's not surprising that we had more reinfections in December and January because we had more cases, right? Way more cases when you look at the overall case count. So, and we know that Omicron is more likely to evade immunity. So when we're looking at reinfections, it makes more sense that a higher proportion of cases were reinfections in December and January.
Overall, the average number of COVID-19 cases in Dane County over the last 2 weeks is continuing to drop, with an average of 359 cases being reported every day.
The Wisconsin Department of Health Services says it has confirmed the first fatal case of multisystem inflammatory syndrome in children, MIS-C, a rare condition associated with COVID-19 in the state. The good news is MIS-C isn't showing signs of getting any worse as the pandemic evolves.
It's been pretty consistent throughout the pandemic, of how sick some of these kids are. About 60% of our cases actually need to be admitted into the pediatric intensive care unit. Many of the children are suffering from cardiology problems, gastrointestinal problems, it's across the board. I can't say that this has been more severe at this particular time.
Well, from save the date to change the date.
Some parents in Sun Prairie are upset about the district shuffling around high school graduation.
Our Brad Hamilton looked into why it happened and why one dad in particular is frustrated. Brad.
Mark and Susan, in a matter of one day, it's moving graduation from Friday, May 27th to Thursday, May 26th. But to Scott Wertz-Olson, that day makes a big difference. Sun Prairie Schools sent us a letter that they sent to parents last night explaining Alliant Energy Center double booked what was supposed to be graduation day. It seems Bratfest is on the same day. The school district says it looked at other options, but ultimately decided between the center's roof, parking, and space, it was the best option. But with the schedule change, Scott says his daughter now has a decision to make: participate in the track sectionals or go to her graduation.
Do you go to graduation and skip postseason of your last year as a varsity athlete? That's not fair to ask. The original date that was put on the calendar avoided all these conflicts.
Now, the superintendent did say the district will make accommodations for anyone competing in that track sectional that night. But coming up at 5, we're going to hear from Scott's daughter on how those accommodations might not be nearly enough.
All right, Brad, thank you. We'll see you at 5. Local authorities have identified the man killed in a deadly 4-vehicle crash on Highway 14 south of Oregon yesterday. The Dane County Medical Examiner's Office says 41-year-old Lars M. Otterson of Evansville died of injuries he suffered in the crash. 4 drivers were involved in the chain reaction crash after one car crossed the center line and hit 2 vehicles. A 4th vehicle was then involved. It's unclear which vehicle Otterson was driving at the time of the crash.
The ex-police officer who killed a 20-year-old black man in suburban Minneapolis last April was sentenced today to 2 years in prison. Kim Potter was convicted in December of both first and second-degree manslaughter in the death of Dante Wright. Potter shot Wright as he tried to flee during a traffic stop, claiming she meant to fire her taser, not her gun. Potter was emotional moments before the judge explained why she sentenced Potter to less than the recommended state guidelines.
Officer Kimberly Potter was trying to do the right thing. Officer Potter made a mistake that ended tragically. She never intended to hurt anyone.
I'll never be able to forgive you for what you've stolen from us.
Nothing will ever be the same. Everything we do as a family ends in tears.
The family calls the sentencing a betrayal. Potter will serve 16 months in prison with the rest on supervised release. Some airplanes struggled to land today in high winds at London's Heathrow Airport as a storm, Eunice, battered Britain.
Take a listen from an enthusiastic British aviation fan.
Easy, 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 easy. Go on, son. Oh, okay, tippy toe. Is it too cold? Yeah! Big swing, man.
Oh, that's great.
Footage broadcast by Jet TV showed incoming passenger jets being buffeted by gusts of winds, with some bouncing upon landing, others diverting. Storm Eunice, which began in the central Atlantic and was spun up from the Azores toward Europe by the jet stream, posed a danger to life. Britain's meteorological office said winds up to 100 miles per hour were reported. Glad I wasn't on that plane.
No, that's for sure.
Well, up next, our partners at Madison Magazine are about to announce their 21st annual Best Business Award.
We'll talk with one of the winners, Orange and Dean Schroeder from Madison's own Orange Tree Imports. There they are. Hi, guys. That's when Live at 4 continues. We'll be right back.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Finding the right ingredients for a healthy lifestyle can be tricky. That's why SSM Health and News 3 Now are here to help.
Our Time for Kids recipe for health experts use online conversations and on-air reports to answer your health questions.
So tell us, what topics would your family like to hear about? What questions do you have?
Use the handy feedback form on our Time for Kids page to share what matters most to your family's health. And together,
let's take time for kids.
To be a thriver with metastatic breast cancer means asking for what we want and need, and we need more time. So we want Kisqali. Women are living longer than ever before with Kisqali when taken with an aromatase inhibitor or fulvestrant in postmenopausal women with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer. Kisqali is a pill that's significantly more effective at delaying disease progression versus an aromatase inhibitor or fulvestrant alone. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Ask your doctor about living longer with Kisqali.
Family is just very important. She's my sister, and we depend on each other a lot.
She's the rock of the family. She's the person who holds everything together.
It's a battle, I'm gonna be there.
Keytruda and chemotherapy been treating my cancer with 2 different types of medicine.
In a clinical trial, Keytruda and chemotherapy was proven to help people live longer than chemotherapy alone. Keytruda is used to treat more patients with advanced lung cancer than any other immunotherapy. Keytruda may be used with certain chemotherapies as your first treatment. If you have advanced non-squamous, non-small cell lung cancer and you do not have an abnormal EGFR or ALK gene, Keytruda helps your immune system fight cancer, but can also cause your immune system to attack healthy parts of your body. This can happen during or after treatment and may be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have cough, shortness of breath, chest pain, diarrhea, severe stomach pain or tenderness, severe nausea or vomiting, headache, light sensitivity, eye problems, irregular heartbeat, extreme tiredness, constipation, dizziness or fainting, changes in appetite, thirst, or urine, confusion or memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, fever, rash, itching, or flushing. These are not all the possible side effects. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions, including immune system problems, or if you've had an organ transplant, had or plan to have a stem cell transplant, or have had radiation to your chest area or a nervous system condition.
It feels good to be here for them.
Living longer is possible. It's true. Keytruda from Merck. Ask your doctor about Keytruda.
Welcome back. The price for a new home has climbed more than 15% from a year ago.
That's according to the National Association of Realtors. The median price of a home last month was just over $350,000. Sales of existing homes surged 6.7% from December, and that's largely because there were so few homes to buy. The amount of homes on the market has fallen to a new record low. At the end of last month, the inventory of homes available for sale was the lowest since 1999.
Stocks continue to fall as concerns over Russia and Ukraine ramp up. The Dow Industrials lost another 232 points, ending the week at 34,079. The NASDAQ lost 168 points. The S&P 500 was off 31. Well, this year, Madison Magazine's Best of Business Award celebrates 21 years.
The annual awards recognize how business owners contribute to making Madison one of the best places in the country to live.
Among the honorees this year are longtime Monroe Street business owners Carol Orange and Dean Schrader from Orange Tree Imports. Thanks for being with us today. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
How long have you been in business on Monroe Street?
We'll be celebrating the store's 47th anniversary on May 1st.
That is incredible. And you've always been in the same location?
Always in the same location, yes.
The one and only.
Wow, and you guys have been through some struggles. You went through the
construction
on Monroe Street and the pandemic as well. How have you been able to weather these storms over all those years?
Well, I think it's an advantage to have been in business as long as we have been. Unlike some of the newer businesses, we own our building, our inventory is paid for, and we have a really long-term, very loyal staff that is able to help us get through almost anything. So we're fortunate also in our customer base. Madison has a really strong buy local movement, and we find that people are very eager to support local businesses, which makes a huge difference.
Well, you ran a business and raised a family and kept it all together. What has it been like over all those years?
Do you want to take that one?
Dean,
Dean,
well, we've had the kids.
We'll give you the easy one, Dean.
We've had the kids, and now we've got the grandkids, and they're not here, unfortunately, but we don't really have anybody to pass the whole business on to, so we're a little apprehensive about that. But we'll see what happens.
Oh, that's good news for us in Madison. Yeah, I mean, you guys could take your business anywhere you wanted to, especially in this internet age. What keeps you here in Madison?
I think it's the people. I mean, we love being part of the Monroe Street community, and we love being part of Madison and Dane County. And the Midwest is really a great place to be in business. It's somewhat recession-proof. It has a strong customer base in terms of employment by state and university and other big businesses, so it's not subject to some of the whims of the economy. And people are just so Midwest nice. That makes a big difference.
How has the business changed over the years?
Well, that's a good question. We started out pretty modest, and we had some pretty lean years where we didn't have much to do. And then gradually we hired more people, and we got more customers, and we went on an upward curve. But that went up and down. It was not always easygoing, and it didn't always go up. It was a roller coaster for a few years.
But it's so important to support local businesses, and you guys have weathered the storm, that's for sure. Congratulations on being the Best of Madison Award winners.
Thank
you so much. We're really, really delighted and honored to be in such good company, too.
Continued success, and we'll have to stop by your store on Monroe Street soon.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, guys. Have a great weekend.
Thanks so much, Mark and Susan.
The Best of Madison Business Awards are Thursday, March 31st, 11 to 1:30 at the Edgewater of Madison. For more information, go to madisonmagazine.com. They're a great couple.
Great store and two of the nicest people you'll ever meet.
Absolutely. Still to come at 4, drug testing, coaching, and age, all under fire at the Winter Olympics.
When we come back, we'll find out what officials are doing to make sure this doesn't happen again. That's coming up after Dana's First Warn forecast. Did you watch that last night?
Experience handcrafted and hand-finished furniture by genuine Amish craftsmen at Wanakee Furniture ETC, featuring hardwood made in the USA home furnishings by Simply Amish and other great brands you can trust.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
This is the purpose-built Ford F-150. It's a beast with brains. You know what? Skip this video. Go see one at the auto show.
It's auto show time, the best time to buy a Ford F-150 with ways to power up this and that. Work smarter, muscle for most anything. Plus, special auto show offers to help you bring one home today. Order your F-150 during auto show to lock in this special flex buy offer. Plus, get an extra 1,000 retail order bonus.
Stan, why would Stanton Optical choose a penguin as their spokesbird? They're not your typical eye care company. I'm not your typical penguin.
How is Stanton Optical different from all the other eye care services?
Reliable professional advice. Same-day glasses, unbeatable prices, and eye exams whenever you need them. I could go on.
Stan?
Yes?
How does it feel to be the new face of Stanton Optical?
We're a team. There's no I in eye care. Wait, you know what I mean.
Get 2 pairs of glasses plus a free eye exam, anti-glare lenses, and same-day service for only $79.
Guys, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction, Peak Performance for Men has a natural solution that can help you today. That's right. Stop wasting money on pills and inferior technology that hurts and just masks your ED. Fix it for good. The best part, our ED treatment is non-invasive, painless, and you can get back to your natural functionability after just a few short in-office sessions. Call us today and mention this ad, and your initial consultation is free. We are Madison's trusted specialist and only national erectile dysfunction provider. Call Peak Performance for Men today.
I'm Gary Canolti, inviting News 3 Now viewers to join me on a fabulous New England and St. Lawrence Seaway cruise September 8th through the 18th. Experience the history and beauty of the Atlantic coast, Canadian maritime provinces, and the famous St. Lawrence Seaway aboard our delightful Holland America ship for a 7-night scenic cruise. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword WISC, to learn more about this tour, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Readers rejoice! Madison Magazine's Big Book List is back. Choose from dozens of new local titles. Meet amazing Wisconsin authors. And visit indie bookstores thriving in challenging times. Check out Madison Magazine, online and on newsstands now.
Introducing the City Guide 2022 from the award-winning Madison Magazine, with insider tips on where to eat, what to do, and places to see. Available for a limited time on area newsstands or online at madisonmagazine.com.
Let the design team at Wanakee Furniture ETC help you find your inspiration and transform your room. Every style, every budget, our creativity, passion, and expertise will help you design your dream space.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Well, take a look at this. This could perhaps be a new Olympic event. Max attempts to front flip, but ends up defying gravity and hanging in midair. You can see a few other people rush in to help. After a bit of a struggle, they eventually get him down, and he rides away like nothing happened. That ramp has a tiny gap at the top that happens to be the exact width of the snowboard. Thankfully, he isn't injured, and there's only some superficial damage to the board.
Oh, whoops.
Whoops!
Oh. And now it's a viral video.
Yeah, so. That's right. Yeah. Thank you, TikTok. All right. Dana's keeping an eye on that snow squall.
Yeah. Yes. Right now, things still quiet out on our backyard patio. Getting cloudy, though, and very windy outside to the north. We're seeing steady snowfall and reports of several accidents around the Wausau and Eau Claire area. We're going to take a closer look at what's ahead for this evening right after the break.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Fur, you won't faze me. Unlike Zyrtec, Allegra won't make me drowsy.
Allegra starts working 2 times faster than Claritin. So take Allegra before allergy symptoms take over you. And for kids, try allergist-recommended non-drowsy children's Allegra. Shop the President's Day sale and save at Grand Appliance. Great deals like this Samsung 4.5 cubic foot front load washer with steam for just $748, or this 22 cubic foot LG French door fridge for just $1398. But that's not all. Exclusively at Grand, you can also add up to $250 in extra savings on select purchases of our most popular brands. Don't wait. Shop online or in store at Grand Appliance, the appliance experts since 1930.
This year, there are more tax credits at stake than ever before. Thousands more. The tax pros at Jackson Hewitt will help track down every last dollar. Jackson Hewitt is here to make sure you don't miss a single deduction, so you can get your biggest refund guaranteed.
No matter what's going on outside, we all want to be warm and cozy inside, especially this winter. We're USA Insulation, and we fix cold homes. When you have inferior insulation, it doesn't matter how much you crank up your furnace. Your expensive warm air still leaks out of your walls and attic. When we inject our premium foam into your walls, it's like wrapping a coat around your entire home. And just wait until you see how much money that saves you. So stop freezing and start saving.
USA Insulation.
Step into the new when you drive a Chevy. It's time for a fresh approach and a new perspective. Meet new friends or reconnect with some old ones and find the Chevy that's right for you. Find new experiences, find new roads. Step into the new with a new Chevy. Very well qualified buyers can get 0% financing on most Chevy vehicles. Plus, on select models, current Chevy owners get an additional $750 bonus cash. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Well, this isn't a big snow event, but it's fast moving. It's coming right through our evening commute, and it's coming along with very high winds. So we are expected to see some reduced visibility through the evening drive as this line of snow, mainly the second line of snow, builds into the area. As we look again northwest of us, a snow squall warning right now around the La Crosse area, including Juneau and parts of Jackson counties with that. This was issued just in front of that line, already moving pretty quickly through La Crosse with the leading edge of this, bringing some brief, very, very heavy snowfall, and then continuing on, moving in our direction right now. We have this first line in front of us starting to build into Dane County, leaving the Sauk County area. Light flurries in northwestern Dane County, also light flurries south of Lone Rock in Iowa County right now. We're already seeing the high winds in front of this line. Also along this very southwest corner of the state, the flurries mixing with a little bit of freezing rain, where temperatures are in the upper 30s, close to 40 degrees. We're fairly close to freezing for the rest of south central Wisconsin, so this is going to come through as more steady flurries, but we could see a little light mix for the southwestern corner of the state. Visibility still good for us, but notice to the north where that line is passing through, visibility reduced significantly. Wind advisories in effect for this evening and tonight throughout the state. This line builds into Dane County as we get closer to about 5:30, so still about an hour out, but moving very quickly. The front edge of this brings a brief burst of very heavy snowfall and high winds, very strong wind gusts passing through downtown Madison and Dane County by about 6:30, moving into Janesville area once we get past 7, and then completely clearing out by about 8:30, 9 o'clock. Temperatures overnight expected to fall to the single digits for Saturday morning. Overall, the weekend should be dry and not too bad. Saturday is going to be colder, temperatures in the teens for afternoon highs, but Sunday we'll see temps rise through the day and land in the mid to upper 40s. Could see some areas getting close to 50 degrees for us. Overall snowfall totals with this brief bursts tonight, generally trending under an inch, likely even less than a half of an inch for most of southern Wisconsin. So again, not a big accumulating event, but the timing that this is coming through, the speed at which it's coming through, and the winds coming along with it will lead to some messier road conditions for us during the evening commute. I do want to take a quick look ahead to the start of next week. We have a system building in for Monday and Tuesday that could make things messy outside for us on Tuesday. Now, the last two systems that we've had have shifted around just a little bit. Right now, though, we're very confident that this is really going to cross over southern Wisconsin, bring some light snowfall, possibly some light freezing rain on Tuesday. So because of this, we have an alert day in the forecast now for Monday night and for Tuesday due to the potential for that winter storm to pass through. High temperatures tomorrow in the upper teens, a mostly sunny sky and much colder outside. Sunday will be mild but windy in the upper 40s. We have an alert day in the forecast again for Monday night heading into Tuesday with that snow system building in. Behind that, it does get colder outside. High temperatures for the back half of the work week will be close to 20 with overnight lows falling down close to freezing. Again, Mark and Susan, our road conditions right now okay in Dane County and most of southern Wisconsin, but we do have several reports of accidents around Wausau and Eau Claire. So that's what we're bracing ourselves for that snow to build into our area and build in those similar conditions.
So a couple hours from now?
Yes, yeah, still about an hour away for that to enter into Dane County. We're looking at about a 5:30 to 7 time frame for Dane County and Rock County with this line coming through.
And that could actually produce whiteout conditions.
Absolutely, very, very quickly due, again, to the heavy burst of snow coming down and the wind along with this. Particularly concerned more about our rural roads where when you have that wind swirling through, it can easily blur the lines on our road. You might not even be able to see where some of those rural roads are at.
So get out now or wait for a little bit.
Yes.
All right, Dana, thank you.
Thank you, Dana.
Well, teenage figure skater sensation Kamila Valieva, who tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs, is the target of global outrage and sadness.
Advocacy groups say the 15-year-old Valieva is a victim of Russia's state-sponsored doping system, and the World Anti-Doping Agency is currently investigating the adults around her.
Selena Wang has more.
Global outrage over Russian figure skater Kamila Valieva under the microscope for testing positive for a banned substance less than 2 months ago. But she's just a child, 15 years old, often seen clutching her favorite stuffed animal. It puts the spotlight on the adults around her and the alleged dark underworld of Russian figure skating beneath the glittering surface.
A girl of 15 would not do something wrong alone.
The World Anti-Doping Agency will be investigating her entourage. And at the center is Khochateri Tutberidze, the powerful woman behind Russia's dominance in figure skating, infamous for her brutal training regimens. In this December interview, Tutberidze said her skaters train 12 hours a day, saying they can, quote, always do more, demand more from yourself. Valieva tested positive for trimetazidine. Tutberidze has defended a similar drug, meldonium, as harmless, but it's banned by the World Anti-Doping Agency. She said in a 2019 TV interview that it just, quote, helps the heart muscles recover faster. Earlier this week, she told Russian state TV, quote, we are absolutely sure that Kamila is innocent and clean.
It's heart-wrenching, right, to take an example of this young, really talented skater who's clearly worked really hard. The problem is that's not ever good enough for Russia.
Jim Walden is the lawyer for Grigory Rodoshenkov, the Russian doping whistleblower. He says another close adult to Valieva is Filip Shvetsky, the figure skating team doctor who was punished in 2007 for doping violations on Russia's rowing team. It's from this Sambo 70 sports club in Moscow where Tutberidze produced a string of Olympic medalists. Russian figure skater turned coach Anna Pogorilaya briefly trained with Eteri at Sambo 70.
She's an iron lady. She's so dedicated to her vocation. For her, every athlete is like her own child.
Do you think she would pressure her skaters to take performance-enhancing drugs?
I'm 100% sure they're clean.
But her best proteges had short-lived careers. Take Yulia Lipitskaya, who won gold in Sochi, retired at 19, suffering from anorexia and injuries. Yevgenia Medvedeva took home silver at 18, then stopped skating competitively a few years later, citing permanent back injuries. All of them coached by Tutberidze.
The problem is that child abuse is so normalized in our sport. Emotional abuse, psychological abuse is one big part of it.
Reaching the pinnacle in any sport comes at a cost. The question is if the Russian skating world has gone too far. Selena Wang, Beijing.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was tragic to watch. Did you watch it last night?
I saw that. No, I saw the low lights, I guess. Yeah. Well, coming up next on Live Before, we take a look at the supernatural romance film Until We Meet Again.
And then coming up next hour at 5, our Naomi Coles had a one-on-one conversation with Megan Wolf. We'll have that for you coming up at 5.
At Furniture and Appliance Mart's 72-hour President's Day blowout sale. Save big on top brands. Millions of dollars worth of inventory in stock and ready to go. All with no interest financing for 18 months. At Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley of Madison.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family. Do good things in the community. Help out your neighbors. You've been there for so many others. Now, we're here for you. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
Winter in Wisconsin means snow, blustering winds, and sub-zero temperatures. Will your insulation keep your home warm? Fry Construction can always help. We're your roofing and insulation pros. We'll find cracks and air pathways in your insulation that are letting in the icy cold and hindering your comfort. With our thermal imaging and our cutting-edge insulation techniques, you'll be sure that your home will be warm and energy efficient for many years to come. Visit fryconstruction.com today and prepare your home for the long winter.
Keeping them safe and healthy, it's our #1 job. So even though we've all heard that the COVID-19 vaccine is safe for kids, we still have questions. That's why our family decided to get the facts on the COVID-19 vaccine for kids right away. And to keep taking simple safety steps as we learn more. Help your kids stay safe and in school. Learn more at dhs.wi.gov/COVID-19/parents.
Your senator is working with Donald Trump to take away your right to vote.
That's exactly what Ron Johnson is doing. It's why we must pass the Freedom to Vote Act.
With the Bucks, Alex Lasry took a stand.
Alex Lasry has used his power to expand voting rights.
I'll be a senator about action, not talk. We need to protect voting rights.
What makes him tick is his love and respect for people.
Equity and justice make us stronger. Alex gets it done.
I'm Alex Lasry, and I approve this message.
This weekend only, get our very best deals of the season, including doorbusters up to 65% off. Plus, take bonus holiday discounts off our sale prices in-store and online, and interest-free financing for 5 years. The biggest President's Day sale in Wisconsin is on now at Ashley.
Here's a live look at downtown Chicago on this Friday afternoon. 27 degrees there. No snow there yet either, but
boy, they've had plenty.
They've had plenty to deal with.
That's a great shot of the Windy City.
Shot. Well, you may remember him as Jasper Hale from the Twilight movies.
Jackson Rathbone stars in a new movie filmed a decade ago, but just seeing release this week. Rick Damigella reports.
Traffic flag.
How did you get in here?
I live here.
Jackson Rathbone stars as a ghost haunting the home and the heart of Janelle Parrish in Until We Meet Again.
How long have you been here?
Since 1969.
Until We Meet Again is the story of a young songwriter who moves in to house sit this beautiful mansion, old Hollywood mansion, to find that it is possessed by the spirit of a young concert pianist.
I've forgotten how good a taco is.
Do you want a beer with that?
Yes.
It was filmed about 10 years ago now. As an actor, I've done a lot of movies, but this has got to be the longest delay in release that I have ever seen.
I don't age. I don't feel pain. The only thing I can't do is leave this house.
I've had an interesting career portraying a lot of interesting characters, most famously as a vampire for many years, where they painted me white, I guess, I should say. In this one, they also went with the white paint, which is never fun. It crinkles around your face and your hands, and everything you touch is got white paint on it, so you kind of want to be delicate about eating.
I've never felt like this before.
I'm an illusion. I'm dead.
I'll take my chances.
In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
Interesting.
Never a good sign that they filmed it 10 years ago.
Right.
Oh, yeah, we got to release that thing. All right, we'll see what Will Loper thinks about it on Monday. Well, coming up next at 4, Broadway returns to Madison next week.
We'll go backstage with Michael Bruno to preview the touring production of Hairspray when Live at 4 continues.
Rest a Beauty Rest Black or Black Hybrid at Steinhoffel's, and you could win a 2-year lease for a 2022 Mercedes-Benz GLA 250. Purchase a Beauty Rest Black or Black Hybrid, and you'll get 2 free absolute relaxation pillows, $200 in Steinhoffel's cash, plus a $100 grocery reward card. And with Steinhoffel's 0% financing and free delivery, buying a Beauty Rest Black has never been easier. Relax, it's Steinhoffel's.
Welcome to the lifestyles of the smart and savvy. Today, the Coopers are a cost-conscious couple. But back in the day, not so much. Now, saving is more their style, which is why they chose Consumer Cellular. They get the same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Imagine talk, text, and data starting at $20 a month. And award-winning customer service. Switch to Consumer Cellular today and get $25.
Who's on it with Jardiance?
We're 25 million prescriptions strong.
We're managing type 2 diabetes and heart risk.
We're working up a sweat before coffee and saying no thanks to a Boston cream.
Jardiance is a once-daily pill that can reduce the risk of cardiovascular death for adults who also have known heart disease. So it could help save your life from a heart attack or stroke. And Jardiance lowers A1C.
Jardiance can cause serious side effects, including dehydration, genital yeast or urinary tract infections, and sudden kidney problems. Ketoacidosis is a serious side effect that may be fatal. A rare but life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop taking Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this bacterial infection, ketoacidosis, or an allergic reaction. And don't take it if you're on dialysis. Taking Jardiance with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar.
Lower A1C and lower risk of a fatal heart attack?
We're on it.
We're on it with Jardiance.
Ask your doctor about Jardiance.
Shop the President's Day sale at Grand Appliance for the area's best prices on top brands like GE and its family of premium appliance brands. Get their brand new 5.0 cubic foot top load profile washer with innovative antimicrobial technology for just $6.98. Or upgrade to GE's premium cafe line for precision performance, unique customizable designs, and up to $2,000 back on qualifying packages. Shop your local showroom or grandappliance.com today. Grand Appliance. You make it home, we make it grand.
Entresto is the #1 heart failure brand prescribed by cardiologists and has helped over 1 million people. It was proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital.
Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
Well, we are hearing several reports of accidents and roads closed close to Eau Claire and Wausau. Unfortunately, my data doesn't reach up outside of our viewing area, but do know that line of snow, and again, those conditions, the reduced visibility, the high winds, the bursts of heavy snowfall, that's all moving in our direction. So while right now, most of our major arteries look good outside of a few slowdowns eastbound along the Beltline, pretty normal for a Friday evening, things could get a little messier again between that 5:30 and 7 o'clock block. So if you can head home now, that's absolutely what I would recommend. Downtown Janesville looks good, and again, the major arteries 3990 north and southbound fairly smooth for us this evening. We'll continue to keep a close eye on traffic though as the snow starts to steadily build in for us, guys.
All right, Dana, thank you. Well, just in time for sea turtle mating season in the Florida Keys, a large 230-pound male loggerhead turtle rehabbed at the Turtle Hospital after being found entangled in crab trap lines was released off Pigeon Key today. Sheldon, named by his rescuers, was treated with antibiotics and a healthy diet of mixed seafood fitted with a satellite transmitter tag to help scientists keep track of Sheldon and study data on migratory and mating patterns of adult male loggerheads. Based on the size and the circumference of his head, it's believed that Sheldon's about 50 years old.
They can live to 100 years old.
Yeah, this is prime mating age for him, 50 years old.
Oh, that's incredible.
Yeah, it's great. Well, Broadway's Tony Award-winning musical comedy is back on tour.
The cast of Hairspray is returning to Madison for 8 shows next week at the Overture Center.
Our Michael Bruno sat down via Zoom with 2 members of the cast of Hairspray.
Hey mama, look around. Everybody's grooving to a brand new sound.
Hairspray takes place in 1962, Baltimore, Maryland, and it's about a girl named Tracy Turnblad who has big dreams, really big hair, and her dream is to dance on the Corny Collins show, where there aren't people who really look like her. And throughout the story, she learns that in following her own dreams and wanting to pursue them, she can help change other people's lives for the better and make sure that they have a chance to achieve their dreams as well.
And Andrew, tell me a little bit about Edna's, the arc of her character from like when we first see Edna to how we then see Edna at the end of the show.
Yeah, I mean, she gets a full transformation. So we get to see Edna when the show opens. We see Edna in her house dress and her hair in pin curls, and she's basically a shut-in. She's a woman who really only does 3 things in her life: laundry, cares for her daughter, cares for her husband, and she never leaves their small apartment in Baltimore. And then throughout her own trajectory throughout the story, and Tracy challenging things, she also challenges her mother to step outside and to experience life beyond the 4 walls of their apartment. And so we get to see Edna have this full transformation from house dress and pin curls to a Mr. Pinky makeover in the middle of Act 1 to a full butterfly coming out of a cocoon by the end of the show. And it's just an incredible thing to witness, and even more so to tell the story, embody it every single night, and be very mindful of who this woman is. It's really powerful.
I've had the most incredible time playing Tracy Turnblad on the national tour of Hairspray. I still pinch myself every day that I get to do this. It's been a dream role for me for almost my entire life, and to be able to wear her big hair every night and sing and dance and do what I love and tell this story has been a dream.
So Andrew, tell us about what it's like to play probably the most fun character ever on stage, like playing Edna.
I mean, like Nikki said, I mean, this is a dream come true. I come from a long performance background and a lover of theater, and this role of Edna Turnblad is iconic. It's truly iconic, and they're pretty huge shoes to fill. So to step into Harvey Fierstein's shoes and Divine's shoes and try to bring to life this incredible woman has been the greatest challenge of my career, but also the most rewarding.
I have been wanting to do these dance moves on a stage my entire life. So being able to learn the original choreography from the original Broadway production, Jerry Mitchell's choreography, it was amazing. And to be able to do all of the 60s dance moves that are incorporated within our show is also such a cool experience. I am having the time of my life dancing the whole night away.
You can't stop the beat. Here's Michael Bruno. That's a fun show.
The most fun musical I think you'll ever sit through. It's just such a joy, and I can't wait to see the show, because these 2 are going to be knockout performers as Edna and Tracy.
Now, this is the role that Ricky Lake made famous?
That's right. That's correct. Mm-hmm. The original Broadway show was 2002, based on the John Waters film, which was in 1988.
Wow. Was that long ago?
Yeah, with Divine.
Oh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Time flies.
It certainly does. But the music is so much fun. You swear you've heard those songs on the radio from the 60s. Mark Shaman and Scott Whitman. That score is like, I remember when I heard that song. I was like, no,
you didn't. It wasn't around then. But that is great. All right, let's get the specifics here. Hairspray, it's the Overture Hall. It opens on Tuesday, runs through Sunday, the 27th. Go to tickets.overture.org for the best seats available. Looks like a lot of fun. All right, that time of the week.
All
3, 2, 1,
it's Friday.
Hey, Jim. Have a good week. Have a good weekend.
You too.
Can't stop the beat.
Can't stop it.
We'll have a final check of your forecast coming up.
At Furniture and Appliance Mart's 72-hour President's Day blowout sale. Save big on top brands. Millions of dollars worth of inventory in stock and ready to go. All with no interest financing for 18 months. At Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley of Madison.
What are you recommending for muscle pain?
Based on clinical data, I recommend Salon Pass.
Agreed. My patients like these patches because they work up to 12 hours, even on moderate pain.
Salon Pass. It's good medicine.
He should have used his power to serve Wisconsin. Instead, Ron Johnson served himself. An investigation found that Ron Johnson pushed through a special tax loophole that benefited his own family's business. After the loophole became law, Ron Johnson cashed out of the company for $5 million. Ron Johnson has doubled his wealth since taking office. Look up the facts and tell Ron Johnson to stop passing tax laws that benefit himself.
Sunroom savings season is here. Four Seasons has great solutions to beat the backyard blues and save 20 to 30%. Everything from decks and pergolas to screen rooms, porch conversions, patio rooms, sunrooms, and our new life room with retractable screens are on sale now. Let CoolView show you how to tame your backyard and improve your lifestyle. Call for a free backyard survey, design, and quote.
Get a new view from CoolView.
This weekend only, get our very best deals of the season, including doorbusters up to 65% off. Plus, take bonus holiday discounts off our sale prices in-store and online, and interest-free financing for 5 years. The biggest President's Day sale in Wisconsin is on now at Ashley.
They said it could take up to 2 years before we know the full impact of this injury.
Turning tragedy into hope.
When something like this happens, we will hold you up.
Chris Stanford shows you how a local school community is coming together to provide support for one of their own. Sunday at 10.
Here's a look at our radar right now. The steady snowfall really moving through the La Crosse area in the last about 30 minutes, starting to move into the northwest corner of Sauk and expected to be over downtown Madison about 30 minutes from now. We'll continue to track this as we look ahead to the 5, and we'll be right back.
Join Dane County Humane Society as we top off our centennial celebration at Toto's Gala on March 11th. Enjoy puppy greeters, cocktails, dinner, and dancing while helping thousands of animals discover there's no place like home. Visit giveshelter.org to learn more.
Menards has the best and brightest ideas for lighting your home. Explore our lighting showroom and find your style with Patriot Lighting interior lights. Flush mount LED lights are the perfect way to light up hallways, bedrooms, and even closets. Choose an efficient fixture with customizable color temperature or add a touch of elegance. The Leah LED flush mount light is only $89.99 now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
So with Geico, we can easily bundle home and car insurance and save even more?
Yeah, home, car, motorcycle, all bundled together. Just like that breakfast burrito.
So can I get chorizo?
Yeah, metaphorically, yeah.
Carnitas. Just chicken. Just give me a bunch of chicken.
Oh, bacon?
Oh, wait, there isn't too much hot sauce, is there? I have a sensitive palate.
I actually like hot sauce. Can I get chips?
How about guacamole?
I don't really know what we're talking about anymore.
Burritos.
Sure.
Okay.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
What can Sono Bello do for you? How about a new shape?
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
New confidence.
I can see a huge difference. Look at this.
New you.
I can wear a little black dress. I feel sexy.
With Sono Bello, you can remove stubborn body fat permanently in just one visit. Don't wait a moment longer to reveal the new you.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation with Sono Bello, America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, and find out how you can get $250 off. Sono Bello uses Tri-Sculpt micro-laser liposuction to remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently for incredible transformations in just one visit.
I have one big regret. I didn't go sooner.
Call 1-888-622-8360 or go to sonobello.com.
Join Dane County Humane Society as we top off our centennial celebration at Toto's Gala on March 11th. Enjoy puppy greeters, cocktails, dinner, and dancing while helping thousands of animals discover there's no place like home. Visit giveshelter.org to learn more.
Well, we've come to the end of another week here on Live at 4, and you know what that means.
Yeah, it's time for the best animal stories of the week. Here's Louie and Oliver with this week's edition of the News Hounds.
Here's the News Hounds, Louie and Oliver, with their World News Roundup.
This week on the News Hounds, a little horsing around.
Pack of pelicans
and a gorilla milestone.
But first, the Chicago area got blasted with another snowstorm. So the animal caretakers at Shedd Aquarium took advantage of the natural terrain by adding fresh snow into the sea otter habitat. The 4 sea otters that call Shedd home, Yaku, Luna, Cooper, and Watson, couldn't be happier. They had a blast exploring and eating the new addition to their environment.
We have to wish Tilla a happy first birthday. The Berlin Zoo celebrated the big day for this baby gorilla with special treats for her and her family. Tilla, her mom Bibi, and dad Sango enjoyed a birthday cake made of rice and vegetables. Tilla was the first gorilla baby to be born at the Berlin Zoo in 16 years when she arrived in February of last year, so this was a pretty big celebration.
Like the famous monarch butterflies, another illustrious visitor comes to Mexico every year to escape the bitter cold of the north. White pelicans. The birds fly from Canada and the U.S. to the warmer climate of the shores of Lake Chapala. Thousands of them start to arrive in November and stay until spring. They're big birds, 6 feet long with a 10-foot wingspan. The birds also attract thousands of human visitors, which is great for the economy. And trivia fans, a group of pelicans is known as a pod. And if they're fishing in a group, they're called a fleet. Now you know.
And finally, things are getting nasty at this Rhode Island equine sanctuary. The big horse in the front, Rosie, is a new addition. And Dakota, in the back, is not a fan. Eventually, Dakota takes it one step too far, reaching across the fence and biting off part of Rosie's tail. She responds with a thunderous kick, shattering the fence. Who can blame her? The good news is they now share a stall and get along most of the time.
And that's this week's edition of the News Hounds Now Update.
Don't mess with her.
Don't mess with Rosie.
That's our time for now. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you Monday. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.